Now on to your local news. The Poison-Free Agricultural Educational Trade Exhibition, which was organised under the Toxin-Free Nation programme, is being held at the BMICH for its second day today. The exhibition got underway today under the auspices of President Maithripala Sirisena today. The Toxin-Free programme was launched yesterday. Local dry rations, vegetables, fruits and pesticides will be showcased at the exhibition today. The exhibition will be held between 10 a.m. and 9 p.m. tomorrow as well. Now on to more local news. The National Water Supply and Drainage Board says that the dry weather conditions across the island has caused a disruption to the supply of water to certain areas. Chairman of the board, Al-Hardeen Ansar, said that the dry spell is being experienced in Mavanala, Gaul and Mathura.
Due to dry climate in the country, some of our reservoirs and river basins, level has gone down. Due to this, we found a bit shortage of supplying water to the general public. Even though problem is not that serious, places like Gaul, Mathura, Ruwanwella, Mavanella, places we reported that there is a acute shortage. Also, people those who are consuming water, these days they consume much water, example for gardening, washing cars, all these things. So, real problem is for people who are living in the elevated areas. Those who are living in the towns and low elevation, people, they get water without any interruption. So, our kind request is for those people, those who are getting enough water, to use the water carefully and frugally, so that we can look after the people who are living in the high elevated areas, so that we can get them some intermittent supply we can give them, especially at night hours.
Hindus around the world mark Mahashivaratri today, a Hindu festival celebrated annually in reverence of the god Shiva.
Mahashivratri, or the Night of Shiva, is celebrated with devotion and religious fervour in honour of Lord Shiva, one of the deities of the Hindu Trinity. Shivratri falls on the moonless 14th night of the new moon in the Hindu month of Falgun, which corresponds to the months of February to March in the English calendar. Celebrating the festival of Shivratri, devotees observe a day and night fast and perform rituals to worship the Shivalingam to appease Lord Shiva.
Now in more local news, one person was killed and 15 others injured in accidents which were reported in several areas across the island. 11 people were injured when a cab veered off the road in the Maha Ingiri area in Horana. Police said that 7 out of the 11 victims are in critical condition. 9 out of the injured individuals are students. Two people were injured in a motor accident which occurred on the Anuradhapura-Padania main road in the Talava area. According to the police media spokesperson's office, the accident had occurred this morning when 2 mini lorries and a car collided with one another. The injured have been admitted to the Talava Divisional Hospital. A collision between a motorbike and a lorry transporting sand on the Kandy Mahayangane main road in Teldeniya this morning has killed the pillion rider on the motorbike and left another injured. The police media spokesperson's office said that the victim of the accident was a 24-year-old resident of the Ududumbara area. Our correspondent said that the deceased youth was a student of the University of Peradeniya. The driver of the lorry has been arrested. Now on to more local news. The Gammad the Door-to-Door campaign, a national public service initiative currently underway across the island, got underway for its 13th day today. Today, the Newsfirst Gammad teams are touring the Polonnaruwa, Mathura and Vanya districts, inquiring into the issues of the rural community.
The Newsfirst Gammada door-to-door campaign, which is giving a voice to the voiceless across the country, has now made its way to many parts of the island. One of the teams touring the southern province managed to identify issues faced by locals in Deniaya, Mathura last night. Dilapidated roads, lack of electricity and land are among many of the issues that these locals face. This is the Palakanda village in Deniaya. Many of the locals residing in this village are in the tea industry. However, even though the estates look well nourished, at first the community maintained that these estates are under severe hardship. After noting down their grievances, the Newsfirst.lk team moved to the Maldenia village in Deniaya. Speaking to our team, the locals of this community said that even though they have no issue whatsoever with the ownership of their land, as of late this situation has taken a different turn. The Newsfirst.lk team also recorded other issues locals of this village face. The team had to travel on such treacherous roads to get to the Deniaya, Pelakoswata and Demodarahena villages. Even though most of the village has power supply, this woman expressed her grievances to our team of the life she leads due to the absence of electricity to her house. The locals of this village also spoke of the issues they face due to the dilapidated state of the bridge in the village as it goes under water in the slightest of rainfall. The team which toured the Deniaya area in Matra until nightfall yesterday continued their quest this morning in search of issues the people face. The other team, which is touring the Matra district, came across a grave issue concerning land which the locals of the purchased Dahe village have been facing for many years. The Newsfirst.lk team, which is touring the northern province, commenced their campaign from the Pannaikulam village in Vavunia this morning. These communities, which have been battered by 30 years of war, are now in the midst of a wild elephant conflict. These locals depend mostly on farming, and their cultivations are sometimes left helpless as wild elephants encroach their crops, leaving nothing behind. The locals say that these wild animals sometimes do not hesitate to cause bodily harm to residents.
This is the Senepula village in Nedinkeni. Now the livelihood of the people who live in this area is farming. These people say that due to the wild elephant incursion into the village, their farming lands have been destroyed. This house, which you currently see, is a house located in the Senepula village and which was affected by a wild elephant which has stormed into the village. Now this village is located near a jungle, so there's more wild elephant incursions into the village, and the villagers have informed the relevant authorities with regard to this issue, but no action has been taken so far. Now the villagers also told us that there was a death in the recent past due to wild elephant incursion. We have written down their problem, and a solution will be provided to this issue. For the Newsfirst team, I am Florin Rajendran reporting from Nedinkeni.
Gum at the Door-to-Door, a national public service initiative.
The unparalleled island-wide campaign, Gum at the Door-to-Door. Newsfirst, Sri Lanka's largest and most influential news provider, together with the University of Peradeniya, takes the unprecedented step. Walking from home to home, asking people this one simple question: what would make your life better? From the 24th of February to the 18th of March, covering all 25 districts, ensuring the very last home in each village is covered. A revolutionary campaign with one aim: giving a voice to the voiceless.
Now, still in local news, the Southern Province Health Services Ambulance Drivers Association are against the proposed ambulance service for the Southern Province. They point out that this would lead to the privatisation of health services.
They said that this will be free for the first year, but 3 months have already passed by us without our knowledge. For example, it took a considerable amount of time for us to start this meeting alone. So by the second year, they will start charging same amount for a kilometre. This will not be a problem for those who have the money. This is not like hiring an ordinary three-wheeler, van or bus. This needs special facilities in terms of security. They will say that the first year will be free of charge, but what they will tend to charge on the second and third year. After this happens, the ambulances will be parked at garages for weighing. What will happen after this is that they operate only for money. They are attempting to privatize today's health sector. Deputy Minister Iran Vikramaratne responded to these charges which are raised. This ambulance service is necessary. We should not look at this only from an ownership's perspective, a profession or a way of securing one's own job. We must look at this from the patient's perspective, how this ambulance service will be needed when someone falls ill or in the event of an accident.
අපිට ඕනේ ගිලන් රථයක් අපිට ඕනේ
And well, that's a wrap of Lunch Primetime News. For the Newsfirst team, I'm Jitendra Gunasena. Join us again next hour for more on the very latest.